Welcome back to QTV. Now, don't forget, anytime tonight, you can join us live on Twitter, just using our hashtag @QTV Brisbane. Now, for our next segment, we've got a couple of special guests joining us here on the couch. We have David Alexander of the Star Observer, and we have Cody Cook of Brisbane Pride Festival. Now, David and Cody have been working together with the community on putting a particular event and campaign together at the moment. David, can you tell me a little bit more about what exactly is going on?
Of course I can. It's actually apropos to your earlier story about Ruby Rose tweeting about her depression. A group of us from the Brisbane LGBTI community have come together because we're concerned about recent occurrences and recent developments in the Brisbane community that have worried us about the state of mental health. And we're just coming together because we want to advocate for awareness and support.
So I believe that you're doing this along with some support from Sally Morris at Healthy Communities,
Yes.
And
Andrew Thompson from Out and About, and Phil Brown, who is a very well-known advocate in the Brisbane community.
This is a great thing, I think, guys.
And you're putting an event on, is that right, Cody?
We've got two events. We've got a fundraiser dance party downstairs at the Sporties on the
Saturday the 13th?
Saturday the 13th. And it was just a last-minute throw-together type thing. And then we have a community picnic on the Sunday the 14th.
Fantastic.
So may I ask, what prompted you all to get together, and how did you start contacting each other to start organising this sort of group?
Well, like I said, a few things have been going on in the community that have worried us. A fair few people are suffering in silence in regards to depression and mental health. And it seems every week we're hearing stories of people suffering, and we're just really concerned and want to do something. And we're working in conjunction with the Are You OK Day organisation group and also Healthy Communities.
That's fantastic. And Cody, so what's going to happen on the day? So there's a picnic happening on Sunday the 14th. So where is that going to be held, and who will be there, and what do you plan on doing for the day?
Phil Brown's actually organising it. It's down in New Farm Park at this stage.
Fantastic.
We're just fine-tuning the actual event space. But I guess the whole thing is to get everyone involved and to destigmatise the fact that they might be having issues or they might be having any sort of problem at all, and be opening up to talking even with their best friends. Like tonight, before I came here, my very best friend told me he just started on antidepressants today, and I had no idea that he was even feeling that way. So it just shows how close to home it can be sometimes. And I know that I got a message from a friend today, and he said that he was really super pleased about the Are You OK campaign that we were working with, and that he had someone recently ask him if he was okay, and he said that really helped pull him through because he was having a really rough time. So we know it's already working just by getting people to ask their friends that are they doing all right.
That's fantastic.
I had a friend the other day on Facebook just say that, he'd had enough, that was it. And I quickly messaged, "Are you okay?" And he messaged back, "Oh yeah, just over it for the night, I'm heading home." But he said, thank you for asking. And I think that's what you guys are
It's all about just talking, because as Cody said, there's just a huge stigma attached to it. And we, as a LGBTI community, we suffer from enough stigma as it is, and we just need to talk.
It's one of those things, isn't it, that I suppose that we all say to each other, "Hello, how are you?" Even at the checkouts, best friends, family, whatever, but people don't really necessarily mean it. And I think "Are you okay?" really changes and makes it mean it's a direct question that you're wanting an honest answer for.
Excellent. And obviously you've been working with the communities, you've been doing that. Do you know if we have any particular mental health services that are available, even just for people to speak to, that are specific to the GLBTIQ community, people that can help and reach out?
Well, there is the GLWA, Gay and Lesbian Welfare Association, who run a helpline from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. weeknights. Unfortunately, because of funding, that's the only time they can actually provide the service. There's also, your lifelines and your kids helpline, but just for the Brisbane and I guess Queensland queer community, it's mainly the GLWA.
I heard recently that when their phone lines aren't operating, that the call actually gets switched through to another part of Australia, whoever might be operating in that other part of the country.
That's
so
an upcoming new initiative that the GLWA is a part of. It's a national initiative from a mental health group targeting the gay community.
Because it's quite a sad thing that the gay and lesbian community is unfortunately suffer from higher levels of anxiety and depression.
Up to about 4 times, or at minimum 4 times the rate of the heterosexual population.
So I suppose that a lot of our viewers and that are watching need to keep that in mind, especially if they're not part of the gay and lesbian community. We've got a wider community out there, and they can also support us by giving us just a smile. Even sometimes is nice to get, isn't it?
Absolutely, and it's fantastic because it's really encouraging people to turn to the person beside you, whether that be digitally or in person, and if you feel like they are suffering, that they know that they can then come to you to help. We don't have to go and pay a psychologist or pick up the phone. That's why we have friends, and I think the digital world has really broken that barrier, or even built up a barrier, if you will, where people are less inclined to be able to speak to each other and actually engage on a personal level to know how we're all doing.
So where can we find out more information on what you're doing and how you're organising things?
Well, we do have a Facebook page that will hopefully be up on your Twitter and Facebook, and we will be tweeting the address on our social media. But we don't actually have a website as yet. But you can always go to the ruok.org.au and crack.org.au.
So Facebook is probably the best place for people to get up to date and connect with you for the best time?
Well, even better, even if they've just got a friend they could drag along to the picnic on the Sunday would be great, because some of the organisations that have the facilities to offer people will hopefully be there as well. And it's just a community getting together
That's fantastic.
in general. So,
Are you guys looking for other people to come on board and help you with this initiative?
you can never have too many people helping out.
Yeah, if we can get as many people down there as possible to get on board with this initiative, it'll be great. So it's at New Farm Park, and it's on Sunday the 14th, and that's, I'm assuming, a lunchtime picnic. Now, we'll have all those details will be up on our Facebook page, which you can find at QTV Brisbane on Facebook. You can also check out our Twitter. As I said before, you'll see all of our usernames on screen. Thank you very, very much to both David and Cody for joining us for a brilliant initiative as well. For the community, we'll be thanking you as well. We will be back after these very short breaks here at QTV.